left corner dunk. In there's Ron Sutter, right out in front, and Mason gets his stick there, and it drops at his feet. The puck they tried to shovel in. The puck comes dislodged, and then you've got Scott Stevens working on Dave Brown, and boom, we get a war.
He was checked right into the goaltender Mason by Stevens, and then when they grabbed a hold of him from behind, that's when they dropped the gloves and went at it, and Brown turned around very quickly and got a couple of shots in on Stevens. But Stevens grabbed Brown from behind to begin with and took him right into his goaltender. And that's what started it all. Stevens had a few words to say, and Brown had a few words to say to each other when Lachlan and Howe were jostling at each other.
McCrimmon and Murphy are going at it, and Crawford has a hold of Mark Howe.
But Stevens took Brown from behind, and that's what it started.
Now Stevens comes at him again, and Brown's just laughing at him.
Of course he will, because Stevens has the linesman in front of him.
Now they're both being escorted off, and while we wait for the penalties to be called, we'll tell you 8:57 remain in the...
While the penalties are being handed out now, Stevens of Washington and Brown. There's Stevens trying to grab Brown from behind and taking him from behind. Brown gets turned around. And this is where he's able to get loose and get a couple of shots at Stevens. But it all started with Stevens taking Brown into the goaltender. Of course, Brown didn't stop, but they took him right into the goaltender, knocked the net off, and right over. And they turned around, and that's what had happened. 5 minutes were fighting for both players, plus a 10-minute misconduct. It all started with the puck jarring up in there. Stevens takes Brown, cross-checks him right into his goaltender, knocks the goaltender over as well as the net. And that's what started the whole thing. He's not saying, no, he cannot say that the Flyers started this one. It was Stevens that took him in, grabbed him from behind, and that's when Brown dropped the gloves and got him right square on the nose.
Oh,
about three good shots, 4 good shots. And Stevens grabbing